short, and I don't expect any interaction here today. I just won't have the time to edit, so it's just a straight record and upload on the pre-thoughts going into Manchester City over the next... Look, I'm going to be honest with you. I actually don't know if the game is tomorrow, 24 hours from right now, on a Wednesday for me, or a Thursday. And to be honest, man, I might just record this and not check the comments over the next day, just in case I can wake up and just check a result, because I don't think I want to watch this game, to be honest. It's just going to remind me of the throwaway job that we did at Monza on the weekend. Because if we back up this Monza game by losing to Man City, which is a distinct possibility considering they're probably the best team in the world, yeah, it's going to be tough. It's going to be really, really tough. Hold on, just let me get through this really, really busy roundabout, one of the busiest roundabouts in my area, and then I'll be able to talk a little bit more freely. But yeah, guys, it's looking a little bit bleak at the moment. You're not supposed to go, love. You cannot go. Oh my goodness me. Lucky I get to ghost you on the outside because you are a shit driver. Shit driver. Anyways, so we back up this Monza game, and I just got to come out and say a couple of things. Ciao, Lucas. Good to see you, my bro. All the best to you and your family. After letting the results sit overnight, the impact that it has on our title run is not even significant. It is a bit of a throwaway game, but it's not a throwaway mentality, and it's not a throwaway progression, because we need to regroup properly now, and regrouping takes effort, takes momentum. There's a couple of things I want to specifically talk about. Lautaro Martinez needs to start performing as soon as possible, and it might just start against Manchester City. Because I watched Mo go on Uncle Shama this morning and he took the words out of my mouth. I'm not going to give a shit this season if he bags a hat-trick against Salernitana. I'm definitely not going to care when he scores the third goal in a 4-game rout, or if he scores the second goal, the winner, 2 minutes from time, when we're already leading 1-0. I know last season he was a little bit more clinical, but I'm not prepared to wait for our $10.5 million man to show up against Minnows this season. I'm not prepared to wait. I still believe that the forward position is one of the easiest to replace if you've got the replacement in mind. We have no money. We have not had good, adequate replacements in line, which is why we had to settle for bringing on Arnautovic and Correa off the bench yesterday. But if at the end of this campaign, someone's willing to offer triple digits, which is 100 M's plus for Lautaro Martinez, and he's 27 years old, we better make that sale. We better make that sale. I would go as far to say that the 85-90 million mark should be the starting point for conversation. Get that sale over the line at the end of this season. Regroup, start again. DiMarco apparently is a little bit injured. So the first time he's played 90 minutes for us in how long? And he picks up a thigh or a hamstring strain or whatever it is. Bro, just rest him. I couldn't care less. I couldn't care less. If we need to get pumped by Man City tomorrow to check these boys' mentality and go, holy fuck, maybe we should just be focusing on the Scudetto. Maybe we can't be throwing away points to Monza like that. So be it. So be it. Ahmed, how you going, bro? Salam alaikum, brother. I was talking about selling Lautaro for 100 million at the end of the season if the offer comes. Because I truly believe that maybe he hasn't reached his ceiling with us yet, but his ceiling is like arms touching distance away. I think the second star was the ceiling for a lot of these players. And I did touch on this at the start of the season. It is the last campaign in an Inter shirt for Mkhitaryan, for Darmian, for Acerbi, for De Vrij potentially. A lot of these players are on their last season for us. They have to be moved on. They have to be moved on as soon as possible. My prediction for City, I think we come out guns blazing in the first 10 to 15 minutes, but that's all that it's going to have, Lucas. I think that we're going to lose the game either 2-1 or 3-1, and we're going to struggle. We're going to struggle. The only thing is that we may have a couple more opportunities than we did against Monza, because this game is going to be drastically more open. Drastically more open. Pep's going to set up in a 4-3-3 for Man City, which is the way he has set up for the majority of this season. Who's going to play for this City side? Well, whoever he wants. Whoever he wants. Oh, absolutely. No one is irreplaceable at the moment except Nico Barella and possibly Alessandro Bastoni. Yeah, so the 4 men at the back, I mean, you'll probably play Diaz for sure. I don't think he'll play Stones. Stones might even play as a defensive midfielder at the moment. Who else are we guaranteed to see? We'll see Vardiol for sure. I don't think he's going to start Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker doesn't usually start these days. Obviously, you'll have HAALAND up front. Jack Grealish will probably be behind him. He'll probably choose for Bernardo Silva on the right-hand side, a little bit more experienced than Savinho, who's been playing more in the Premier League. And that's enough talent already to do us over, boys. That's enough talent already. This Man City side are ruthless. Kevin De Bruyne architecting the midfield. How did I forget that name? So just there, De Bruyne, Grealish, Bernardo Silva, Vardiol, Ruben Diaz, Kyle Walker, Julian Alvarez, Erling Haaland, and two or three of those players aren't even going to start. Two of those players aren't even going to start, boys. It's going to be a long game. Yeah, Thuram has been fantastic, but he's not irreplaceable because yesterday he went missing. He went missing against Monza, Lucas. I'm just trying to set really high but realistic expectations for us, man. This Inter side has the deepest squad in Serie A, the best squad in Serie A, the best manager for momentum. You know, we should have prioritized 3 points against Monza over 3 points against City. And I'm always been someone that prioritizes Serie A, because when is Inter going to win the Champions League, bro? It's happened once in my lifetime. It's happened once in the last 70 years, 60 years, whatever it is. It is very arrogant, self-centered, egocentric of us as Inter fans to sit there and go, prioritize the Champions League with the first game against Manchester City. Fuck that, bro. We should have prioritized 3 points against Monza, and then we should have gone, what have we got left for City? What tools have we got? Let's play the fittest squad there. If you don't beat Manchester City in Manchester, who's going to walk away with your head down going, ah, shit, we need to regroup momentum-wise now? No, you can lose to City in Manchester and keep the momentum. You know where you can't keep the momentum? Dropping 2 fucking points against Monza. And that's a fact. Those are the cold hard facts, boys. You can regroup very easily if you don't beat City in Manchester. You cannot regroup very easily by dropping 2 points traveling to Monza. And right now, we've got to regroup to travel to Manchester City so that we don't need to regroup after Manchester City when we face Milan in the derby. This Inter side has a very, very important next 2 or 3 games ahead. We need to win the derby at all costs. I have to stop smoking if I want to see Inter win a UCL. That could be a fact as well, bro. I don't know how many ciggies that you pump a day, but that could be true. Hey, Mada, that's a new person in this chat, so I'm glad you agree, and it's very good to see you, bro. Make sure you like the video, subscribe if you are new. We're coming off the back of a few hundred extra subscribers over the last week since Inter's come back from international break, which is awesome. That's Alexis Sanchez is top of the league. Did he play today for Udinese, bro? I saw the scoreline 2-3 against Parma, but did he actually play today? Has he played many minutes yet this season? I thought he got injured. Let me know there, Lucas, man. Forgive me, we're going through that little reception pocket that could glitch for about 10 seconds. Man, big ass property out here. Yeah, it's gonna be so tough against City. So tough. Long time subscriber, amazing work, bro. Thank you, bro. I really appreciate that. That's really, really nice of you. So I hope that the boys are ready to regroup against Milan, because we need to keep that momentum going. We own this city. We run this city. We could get their manager sacked nice and quickly with a nice big victory over them, because they've got to play Liverpool before that. So it's not like this Milan team's going to approach the derby fresh, and it's not like they have an easy game in the Champions League. Historically and traditionally, this is a European derby for them. Milan and Liverpool has got history, it's got blood, it's got data, it's got heartbreak, it's got sweat, it's got tears. I hope that Liverpool and Milan is left like, you know, bloody, battered and bruised after that game. Sanchez out with a muscle injury right now. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, some of these veterans that are on contracts, like they struggle at the moment. Sanchez, Varane. Hasn't played a single minute for Udinese yet. Proper mercenary, bro. Proper merchant. Payday merchant. That's what Alexis Sanchez is. Lamborghini sitting on bricks. No wheels, cuz. Lamborghini on bricks. No registration. No registration, bro. Sitting in the driveway with a tarp over it, or sitting in the mechanics on blocks, cuz. Lamborghini on blocks. Can we get Jonathan David on a free? Possibly, bro. We're going to have to seriously think about our next 2 to 3 markets, man, because at the moment, that market that we just had, even though we survived through it, barely, our games coming up will remain seen. We've got a lot to do in the next 2 to 3 markets, bro. Like, the word dead wood hasn't really applied to us as much as it has in recent years, because our dead wood at the moment present a certain aspect of, like, interplay, no pun intended, a certain aspect of minutes, you know. Dead wood in the form of Arnautovic, Correa, Darmian, Acerbi, Aslani even, you know, these aren't really traditionally dead woods. They aren't traditionally your dead woods that have absolutely nothing to do. You know, they're not as much dead wood as a Matias Vecino or a Roberto Gagliardini, an Andrea Ranocchia, a Danilo D'Ambrosio. And going back even further, all the signings in the Banter era that were considered dead wood after coming off their last season. Plus, these aren't traditionally your dead wood names. They're still names that mean something on paper to other clubs in the world. But I don't want us to have that mentality, because then that's how you get backed into a corner and making excuses like, oh, Correa and Arnautovic are still good enough. Fuck off. They're not. Sup, Ian? My brother. So yeah. That's the way I believe that. I think that Inter need to start being proactive in the January market as well. January market, the last few seasons, we've done sweet FA because of our financial status. Fair play. But we know that some of these players need to be moved. We know that some of these players need to be moved. I want to know that Marotta, Auxilio and co are in the background going, yo, at the end of this season, Acerbi, Darmian, Arnautovic, Correa, you know, maybe even Fries, even Lautaro. Like, we need to start putting a list together of names that can leave for the right idea. Whether it's to shift them out because they're 35 years old and we can't give them another contract because we don't want to. Whether they're 27 years old and we're getting a $100 million offer for some reason, and we can pick up Jonathan David on a free and another forward. Do that. I'm okay with proactive change. I don't expect to win the Scudetto every season. I just need to see some proactive change and some progression. If we start to fall flat, this group of players will get stuck in a mentality rut very, very quickly, the same way they did 2 seasons ago and 3 seasons ago. The reason why a lot of us, and Debs too, the Mafia, probably sitting on the couch together, winding down, going, what's going on? Oh yeah, that greasy wog from Southwest Sydney is up again. And like this squad is a squad that's going to stagnate quickly, because mentality-wise, they still want... Mo said it very well. This Inter squad got to where it was based on literal hard work. We don't know anything else besides getting down to it, doing the business and grinding. Against Monza, we saw an Inter side that thought they were going to win. And you know why? Because a couple of certain players weren't on that pitch yesterday that give that little bit of extra kick up the cooler of, oi, we need to win this game, otherwise I, as a fan, am going to be pissed off. Barella, Bastoni, 2 big Inter fans, not on the pitch yesterday, that would have been livid. Livid. Massimo, what's up? Man City haven't been great. Haaland has been carrying them. Haaland has been carrying them, bro. And even if my wife's watching City games with me saying, you know, without the Viking guy, they're not that good. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, fuck, you know what? I don't even think I can argue with that statement yet. But it would be like City to come and turn up against us and show the world that they're the best, and to show the world in Italy that Inter are still pretenders. And we are pretenders. We're pretenders in Europe. We're pretenders in Europe. But we've got a really big opportunity to go and fuck Milan up in the derby and make sure that the rest of Italy know that we still mean business. I know that the debate on Lautaro, which is now fresh on my lips, is going to be a big, big talking point on this channel this season. possibly others. I can't comment for other channels. But it's going to be a talking point this season. And I can guarantee you right now, every single time he goes missing, I will have something to say about it. Every time he has a really, really good game and he's our man of the match, I will have something to say about it. But every time he goes missing for 10.5 million a season, I will have something to say about it. Rightfully so. That is the cross you carry from having that wage. That is the burden you carry from taking that much money off the club. You know that you need to earn it on the pitch. You know that you need to return the favor in spades, or in your case, goals. You need to do it. You need to do it. Fratesi was a massive concern yesterday. Minimal touches, minimal involvement. Needs to really, really check his role in the squad. Who do I think is going to start for us? Well, it shouldn't be too hard to predict our starting lineup against Man City, guys and gals, guys and Deb, because the players that didn't play will play, and the players that did play that don't usually play will not play. We will start with Zoma, although I'm hearing whispers that Lisandro Martinez will play because of his ability to carry the ball and distribute it a little bit better. I don't think Lisandro... Why did I say Lisandro Martinez? Jesus Christ, that was stupid. Josip Martinez will not start against Man City, surely, because that would just be goalkeeper suicide against the likes of Erling Haaland, Alvarez, De Bruyne, Grealish, Bernardo Silva, Ruben Diaz. I know he's a defender, but if you don't know, Ruben Diaz, Jesus Christ. Yeah, sorry, I completely misinterpreted that, Lucas. Yeah, messed up. So, Pavard starts. De Vrij, maybe, actually, you know what? If Acerbi's fit, he's starting. The only guy to actually pocket Erling Haaland, although it did nothing for us in the future. Sorry, for that game, sorry. Bastoni, left centre-back. Carlos Augusto, left wing-back, because of DiMarco's injury. Not good. Barella, Hakan, Mkhitaryan, and Denzel Dumfries. Lautaro Thuram. Substitution minutes for Zielinski. Substitution minutes for Arnautovic. Substitution minutes for Darmian. Substitution minutes for De Vrij. Substitution possible minutes for Dumfries will play. Dimar injured. Carlos getting hair in Turkey. What the fuck? Get Mava Fangulo. Get absolutely fucked. He's getting a transplant on a Champions League match day. What is going on in this world? You know we live in a simulation, right? You know this isn't real. You know football's not real, yeah? You know everything's not real. You know everyone's going to sleep every single night, unplugging and plugging back in the morning. And then whatever happens is fucking free game on the day. And then we'll forget about it. Yeah, no worries. Let's take the live drive with 22 people down a conspiratorial route, because I just found out that our left wing back would rather get a hair transplant in Istanbul than start against the best team in the world in European football. Is this a fucking joke? Like, is it actually true, Ian? Are you fucking serious? Is he not available because of a hair transplant? Because that would be the first time I've ever heard that in my life. Bro, if someone's watching this has me on WhatsApp or Facebook or Twitter, can you please link me that article with a source? I need to see that to believe it, bro. I need to see that to believe it. We didn't take Palacios in the UCL squad. Tejan Buchanan is injured. DiMarco pulled up with a hamstring, and this guy's allowed to go to Turkey to get a hair transplant. I've heard some pretty dumb shit, and I'm about to turn up to a job where I'm paid really good dollars to deal with some of the dumbest shit that is being spat in Southwest Sydney. And I don't think anything that I will hear from my student population today will be as stupid as that news. Message from Ian on WhatsApp. That would be the article. I'll have a look at it soon. That is just ridiculous. I hope that that's false. If I see Darmian line up at left wing back tomorrow and the reason is because of a hair transplant to Carlos Augusto, I will laugh And it just might make this season easier because I will see firsthand the level of ambition and expectation that we have. Or maybe the drop points against Monza means that Inzaghi has sat back and gone, fuck, yeah, I need to win every game in Serie A from now on. Yeah, no worries, Carlos, go. We're vetoing, change of plan, throw away the City game, throw it away. Anyway, thank you for coming in, Lothar. I see you, bro. Thanks for coming in again. Thanks for tolerating my harsh words on this stream yesterday and coming back. I think that was you. Legend. Anyway, I got to go to work, guys. I stuck around for a little bit longer than I thought. I would flip if my Caballero can be asked, so to leave on you. Yeah, bro, I'm starting to think that might be a little bit of a fake article because it wouldn't be the first one. I saw a fake one this morning of Fratese's agent saying he wants to meet with Marotta to ask why he started against Monza and is he going to be benched against City because he's concerned. I know that was a fake article, so it wouldn't surprise me if this hair transplant one is full of shit as well. But at the same time, not a good move. Not a good move when we're paying your wages, man. Not a good move. I hope that that's not true. Something about that screams bullshit. All right, guys, thank you very much. That was a very enjoyable live drive. There's been a lot of traction on the channel the last few days. I gotta say, it's given me, this season on this channel has really given me a kick to keep going. That subscriber count is actually looking quite nice. Thank you, everybody. Have a lovely day. Forza Inter worldwide. Forza Lucas. Ciao.